So how we hedge our portfolio for this year? If we have potential for the market going even down, we have to have a strategy, okay? We're gonna discuss gold mining incorporation stock and why we should actually consider it regarding this bear market. And this video actually promoted by Gold Standard Media, so I'm paid to do this review. However, I already did my review and check the fundamental first, then the technical. We're gonna review it together and we see if there's potential to gain in this stock in coming days and weeks, and why we have potential to gain. Always do your due diligence regarding any stock you buy, okay? We're gonna talk about today gold mining, and you can see here they have almost like 80% of their commodity is gold and copper and silver projects in a lot of countries: Brazil, United States, Canada, Colombia, Peru, and others. Okay, why Gold Mining Corporation considered the ultimate gold optionality company in the world? So first thing, their ounce on the ground is among the highest of any junior mining company. Second thing, Gold Royalty Corporation, 15% ownership. So Gold Mining Corporation has an equity position in the fastest growing gold royalty in the world. Think of it this way: Gold Mining Corporation market cap is around 234 million Canadian dollars. And Gold Royalty Corporation equity position is worth 122 Canadian dollars, which means that you're getting 32 million ounce of gold at the price of 112 million Canadian dollars. Okay, so when you divide that, it comes out to $3.5 per ounce of gold. The valuation thing, between the year of 2010 and 2012, when the gold stocks last saw the massive multi-year bull market, the valuation of the company, Gold Mining Incorporation company, was collectively 250 million, almost 1 billion. Okay, and during the 2013 and 2015, where we have the bear market for a lot of stocks, you see the gold stocks actually rose, and it were like a good hedging, like a play or strategy to do. Again, top shareholders for Gold Mining Corporation is BlackRock Incorporation, KCR Fund, and many more. And here we have a really great, interesting video from the CEO of the company. Let's watch it together. And there's a good point to note from the CEO. So let's listen together.
When you look at this graph, and I think again, various other studies, we're sitting at a decade low in the gold sector in terms of where the reserves and resources are. And I think this puts our company, Gold Mining, in a very advantageous position as we enter this new bull market to have such a large and diversified gold and copper portfolio. Now, perspective, and let's talk value. Let's talk about how we're going to derive further value from this point on. Between 2010 and 2012, a portfolio of companies that we ended up acquiring during the bear market had a combined market cap of roughly $850 million. During the bear market that ensued from 2012 to 2020, we were able to acquire these companies for $81 million, primarily in stock. This was a classic case of acquiring for 10 cents on the dollar.
So this is a really good point from the CEO, and if we can see here from the IBO that they did recently, they have successful raising almost 113 million Canadian dollars. Okay, and again, there is another thing we're gonna discuss here. The Blackstone VP and former Morgan Stanley chief investment strategist, he was putting out a list of predictions since 1986 with high accuracy. So he predicting that the gold rush or the run will be 80 or 20% higher than today, and 360 per ounce higher than where it's last traded. 2022, the Federal Reserve have promised not one, not two, but their rate hikes. Wall Street behavior, especially with the midterm election in the second half of the year, will be risk off. In December and March, gold mining incorporation stock rose almost 164%. And the gold spot just went 11%. So it's like you can see it, 10x leverage. And lately here we can see between March 22 and August 22, we can see the 218% for gold mining stock rose, and the normal gold spot is just 36%. You see, so you leverage your actually and the price of gold if it went up. And as we can look again, the analyst price target for gold mining is around the 6.25. The history repeats itself, 700 in just 8 months. So between the January 15 and the September 23rd of 2016, the period of just 8 months, the Fed was embarking upon tightening the period, okay? At the same time, gold price rose by 30%, but our top stock for the 2022 appreciated by 700. So you see, you can actually leverage your position from the normal gold to the gold mining stock is like almost 7x or 10x leverage without even leverage, but you can see the difference even in history and what you can actually gain by doing this kind of trade. If we go in a big picture, we can see gold mining corporation, or ticker symbol is GLDG, is actually right now in the midway price level where we have a massive a reversal again. Okay, in the big picture, if we go in back, you see we respected this ascending line since 2015 and bounced from it every time. This time we have the trigger again after we bounce here around this near our ascending line from below, around the mark around the $1. Okay, we held the $1. This is psychological level, and right now we bouncing from the resistance, which is the 150. Here the analyst said is the price will be around the $6.25. For me, I have target around this area because right now, like we hit around 2020, around the $3. So I have a mark around the $4 or depression. The price went down. Below the 4% down. Right now we actually inside this sign in depression and the price starting to reverse. So another video we're gonna watch here about interview with the CEO here have a really good outlook about issuing another shares or share dilution for the company. So let's hear it out.
If I were already an existing shareholder of gold mining, my shares aren't being diluted by this process, right? There's no dilution going on here?
Exactly. So you think about it, when a company raises capital, if we had gone out there and raised $100 million of capital.
Yeah, my shares would be diluted, yes.
Exactly. We'd be issuing stock at some price to receive that capital or to add value to the balance sheet. And here what's happened is that we've crystallized value at the balance sheet level, yet we haven't issued any stock. We haven't issued any new shares of gold mining to realize that. And instead, that dilution took place at the gold royalty level. But that was necessary so that gold royalty could now have a balance sheet as a royalty company, as a new royalty company, to go out there and build a business. So really, when you think about it, I think it's a structure that really was meant to create this new exposure for gold mining shareholders without diluting gold mining shareholders.
Yes, exactly. So this is what I like about confirming what a lot of investors have a doubt about, which is the dilution. So this is a good point to bring out. Another point we're going to listen to here in this video, really interesting. Let's have a look about what he have to say.
we have what the industry is short of, and that's ounces of gold in the ground, resources in the ground, in stable mining jurisdictions.
Exactly. You see, so this is a really good point to note out for any investors is so scarcity actually building demand, you know? So this is kind of good regarding any investment to do for any stock, okay? And this is one of the things we have to address if we want to buy any stock. Okay, we can see here the financial statement. Here the asset, they have cash and equivalent. We have almost 1 million. And non-current asset is around half a million. So for my view right now, what the things I like for gold mining right now, first is hedging our position. This is really important. Expand your portfolio. Don't just focus on commodity, but focus on like gold and silver, because this is kind of hedging your portfolio. If you just focus on buying just Apple stock or Nvidia stock, yeah, it's good because have been doing good for the last few years. However, in the market crash, always those kind of stocks is going down, but in gold it's in reverse. Okay, so that's why I like to diversify my portfolio. The second thing is the chart. Okay, the thing that I like regarding gold mining, that we, as I said, the chart is kind of turning point right now for gold mining. If you have any question, you can be updated by putting your email here, and you get direct information or like update regarding the stock. Okay, and again, I will put everything in comment section below. Of course, you have to do your due diligence. I will put the link for the website and everything you will need to know regarding about this stock. And if you want to invest in it, always do your due diligence. And as I said, put the fundamental and the technical together to lower the risk for any investment or future investment. Don't rely on just the fundamental, rely on the technical again, and you do your own decision. This is really important. So without further ado, hopefully that was informative. See you in the next update.